trying to control the ball on the wing, and it seems that at this very moment United are trying to control the ball, not letting Atletico near the ball as well. Dalot on the ball, he's looped it forward as well, and Bruno is trying to chase the ball and he hasn't been able to, so it's a goal kick for Atletico Madrid. Ralf Rangnick is concerned at this moment. He's trying to see what kind of formation Atletico Madrid have applied themselves to, and he's off his seat. He's looking at the formation. Elanga is playing on the right hand side. Maguire is playing with Varane in the defense. Telles and Dalot are playing as a fullback. Atletico Madrid have got the ball right now, and Ronaldo has just taken the ball away. Sanchez running alongside with him. Ronaldo has passed it back to Sancho. Sancho has just moved the ball towards Fred. Fred has moved it to Bruno Fernandes. Dalot has just looped it forward at Fred with a header, and no, it's just Elanga. He had made a foul on the goalkeeper. He just crashed into Oblak, who was coming for the ball as well, and seems a foul free kick is given. Oblak had his hands on the ball, but it seems that he wasn't able to control it because Elanga just crashed into him. Doctors are having a look at Oblak if he's okay. Seems he's fine. So Simeone is shouting instructions on the sideline, and Atletico Madrid have started to pass the ball around. And it has been looped forward. Alex Telles just trying to get up in the air, and he missed it by a mile. Llorente with the throw-in, and he's throwing it forward. Felix is just running into the throw-in. He jumps up in the air, gets his head on the ball. Ronaldo back again controlling the ball. Sancho trying to press. Scott McTominay with the ball now. Bruno Fernandes and Sancho are playing quite closely to each other. The United team is passing the ball around. They're just keeping the control of the ball, not letting Atletico have any possession. Atletico are able to take the ball away right now, and they just pass the ball to Felix, but Varane with a very important block, and he's made an interception, and he has passed the ball back to Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay with a cross right now, throwing the ball on the other side to Sancho on the left wing. Alex Telles running outside on the sideline, and he's taken the ball away now, and he's going to put the cross, and it's gone for a goal kick. So right now Oblak has passed the ball back again to defense. They're not throwing up in the air, but the defense, they're just trying to put the ball into the channels of Griezmann and Felix. Griezmann controlling the ball, and he's passing it to Felix. Felix passing back to Griezmann. Felix controlling the ball pretty well, and United had just stolen the ball away with Fred giving a very good pass to Sancho. Sancho passing it to Ronaldo. It's pretty an attacking display. Is 6 minutes gone, and both of the teams are trying to put the ball into other half, and Ronaldo taking a quick corner, They just passed the ball back to Sancho, and Sanchez passed it back to Telles. Telles passing it back to Scott McTominay, and McTominay passing it to Dalot. Dalot passing it to Elanga, and right now Varane is controlling the ball. United are playing pretty much higher up on the pitch. Varane made a beautiful pass back to Telles. Maguire coming back. Now Telles looping the ball forward towards Sancho. Fred controlling it, and Fred is passing the ball back to McTominay. McTominay passes back to Telles. United seem to be pretty much comfortable on the ball. It's a pretty different side we are looking at right now. I think the mindset over here is to control the ball, and there is just a misunderstanding between Sancho, who tried to pass it forward to Telles, but Telles wasn't able to read it. Atletico Madrid are pretty much pressurized in keeping the ball in their own half. United are pressing pretty high. It seems that Rangnick has instructed them just to make sure that the ball doesn't go into their own half. Right now Atletico Madrid, they have a throw in. I'm gonna have a glass of water right now. And Scott McTominay passing it back to Maguire. Passing it to Telles. Passing it back to Maguire as well. Ronaldo passing it forward to Elanga. Elanga isn't being able to keep the ball inside. Dalot passing the ball back to McTominay, and McTominay passed it back to Maguire. Maguire passing it to Telles. Telles passing it to Sancho. Sancho with a bit of good pass from Sancho to Telles, but Telles isn't able to control it. Atletico Madrid have got the ball back. They're looping it forward. It seems that Atletico Madrid are not kind of keeping the ball in the middle, whereas United, they're tending to do that. United midfield is trying to keep the ball between themselves. Ronaldo is coming deep in order to help his midfielders, and it seems by doing this, United are having more numbers in the middle, and it makes much more sense. They tend to keep the ball more, but there's no shot at goal yet. None of the team have been able to put a shot at goal at this very moment. You could say there hasn't been a clear chance right now. There hasn't been a clear attempt. Both of the teams are trying to get the hold of the ball, keep the ball between the players, and there's a cross inside the Atletico Madrid half, and Dalot has just made a foul. Referee has given a free kick to Atletico Madrid. Dalot just made a foul on João Felix, and it seems that Atletico are going to get a free kick right now. It seems that Atletico Madrid strategy is just more to do with looping it forward into the channels of Griezmann and João Felix, and they just want to make take an away goal and make sure that they defend pretty good, which is classic Diego Simeone way. And right now Atletico Madrid are keeping the ball, and they're passing it beautifully. Now there's another cross into the channel, into the empty space, and Dalot is chasing. He has been able to keep it. Now Koke on the ball. He's passed it back to his fullback, and back to Jimenez. Seems Atletico Madrid, they're just trying to see spaces in between the defense line, because there are many numbers in the middle, so they're not making any pass in the middle. What they're trying to do is they're playing on the wing, and United are trying to press as much as they can. Now Atletico, what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep the ball here as well. Now that's a beautiful pass into the channel. Now Atletico, they're on the front and they're going to apply a crossover here, and they haven't been able to do that. So Scott McTominay with an interception, Maguire looping it forward to Sancho, and there's a foul, I guess. The ball has gone outside, so it's going to be thrown for Manchester United. De Paul just applied himself and the ball went out. Now we have Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is pretty much playing in the deep. He's not out there. There is a foul given to United again. De Paul again. He just crashed into Alex Telles. Now United again with the ball. Dalot superbly with the ball control. Ronaldo, he's passed it to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is going to put a cross over here, and he's done. And there's a shot, and I think Elanga just hit the post. He wasn't able to put it cleanly through. That was a pretty good chance for United. I think Elanga should have put that away, but he hasn't been able to. That's a pretty good move from United. Very good 1-2s between Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes. And Bruno with a quick cross, and Elanga couldn't put it clean. And United again, they're keeping the ball in the back, and Fred is playing superbly. He's keeping the control of the ball. Elanga missing the chance over here. He had to pass it to Fred, but he wasn't able to. Varane keeping the control of the ball, passing it to Telles. Bruno again putting it into the channel, and Fred isn't able to get it. Oblak just comes outside just to keep the ball. They're showing the replay. Oh, Oblak, he just made a block with his head. It hit his head, and Atletico were pretty much lucky over there. It seemed that it hit the post, but it hit Oblak's head. That was a lucky break for Atletico Madrid. It could have gone inside, but that was a cut clear chance for United. Maguire passing it to Varane. Varane passing it to Dalot. Dalot looping it forward, and Elanga trying to keep the ball. Maguire again passing the ball to Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay passing it to Telles. Now Telles passing it to Sancho. Sancho back to Fred. Fred to Maguire. Maguire putting across on the right flank, and he's gone outside. Throw in for Atletico Madrid. Ragnick giving instructions to his players on playing on the wide. I think he's asking them to pressure Atletico Madrid fullbacks. I think he's asking Elanga to keep an eye on the left back of Atletico Madrid. And now very good chance for Llorente on the right flank, and that's a very good tackle by Maguire. Ooh, that was a pretty good shot, and De Gea with a superb save. And the shot was just outside from the box from De Paul. There was a very clean shot, and it was flying in, and De Gea keeping his eye on the ball, and he made a dive on his right hand side. It was just moving towards the right hand top corner, and De Gea rightly with his right hand, he just made a very good stop. I think there was a deflection of from Fred's boot, but De Gea with a superb save, and a very good save against his old side. De Paul again with the cross. He seems that De Paul is a very good crosser of the ball, so that's a very good cross again from De Paul, but the ball goes outside, and Savage is asking that he was fouled by a United player. Koke speaking to the referee, and De Gea just made a pretty good save. I think it's one of his trademarks which he does. It was a pretty good shot outside the box, and De Gea with his full stretch going on his right hand top corner, and it was a really superb save. De Gea with the goal kick, loops it on the right flank, and Ronaldo brings the ball down. Bruno Fernandes controls the ball again, and it seems Griezmann has just got his boot across Bruno's kicking, and Griezmann is hurt, so they've stopped the play. United players not seem to be happy that why the play has to be stopped, because both of the players were going high up in the air, and Bruno Fernandes got to the ball early, so "17 minutes in. So far it seems that both of the teams are on, you could say, similar chances, and they're trying to apply themselves, and both had 2 cut clear chances, and both of the times the goalkeeper made pretty good moves. And now Atletico Madrid on a good counter attack, but seems they haven't been able to control the ball. Ronaldo with the ball, passing back to McTominay crossing it towards Telles, but Sancho gets the ball. Now Sancho is running with the ball. He's going to put it out towards the right flank, and Dalot lets it goes towards Ronaldo. Ronaldo with a quick feed, and Ronaldo is just being fouled, but United still keeping the ball, and Dalot, he has a chance right now, and the ball goes outside for a goal kick. Maguire just passed the ball forward. Atletico Madrid just trying to cancel United's application over here. Sancho on the ball, he passes it back to Ronaldo. Ronaldo tries to pass in the space where Sancho is running in, but he gets blocked. McTominay back with controlling the ball right now, moving towards the left flank, and Fred running into the channel. That's a very good quick feed from Fred, but he wasn't able to get across back to Ronaldo. If he would have done that, that would have been a pretty good chance as well. Again, Atletico Madrid looping it forward, and Varane then puts his header, and Atletico Madrid are just are too direct. They're just putting into the channels where there's no man, and they just want the front players to make a run over there. And it seems that Atletico Madrid are just making sure that United do not get enough on the ball, and they don't want to lose a goal over here. What they're trying to do is they just want to take it towards the end and see if they can get a goal or a chance, and if they could just get an away goal, and so that they can qualify for the quarter-final. But let's see, United are trying pretty hard. Oh, that was I think that's a penalty, because Bruno was trying to control the ball in the box, and the Atletico Madrid left back, he just crashed into Bruno, and I think it's going to be VAR check, it seems like it. And they're showing a replay over here, and Bruno is trying to control the ball. Oh, I think maybe there's another angle. Oh, so the left back had put the boot, and the ball touched his boot as well. So I think nothing's going to come out of it, it seems. but they're doing a check, and let's see what happens now. Yes, I think the boot was in between the legs of Bruno Fernandes, and it hit the left back's feet. Most probably nothing will come out of it. They're just waiting for Bruno Fernandes to get up. United again controlling the ball. McTominay with a good pass. Fred just coming back and trying to control the ball. McTominay back to Dalot. Dalot passing into Elanga. Elanga back towards to Dalot. Dalot passing it across to Maguire. Maguire looking for passes to Varane. Varane passing it to Bruno. Bruno makes a back pass to Varane. Varane again looking for someone to come into the channel. Passes to Bruno. Bruno puts off looped cross, and he makes a pass towards Dalot, but Dalot isn't able to get the ball. The ball goes outside. Back to United. A throw in. And goes to Ronaldo. Ronaldo passes back to Dalot. Dalot passes back to McTominay. McTominay passes to Bruno, and that's a foul. It seemed there was foul, but the referee doesn't gives it. And right now Atletico are, and McTominay applies a foul on Felix, and it was a quick counter attack, but McTominay just blocked it. Referee doesn't pull any card or any foul of severe kind, but that was a foul on Bruno. But it seems that referee hasn't given any strict punishment to any of the players, neither to Atletico, neither to United. Atletico Madrid with a free kick, and Dalot again, he tries to come in between. McTominay again throws the ball back towards Atletico Madrid's half. The ball possession is 60% for United, 40% of Atletico Madrid. United have completed passes around 133, whereas Atletico Madrid have completed about 96 passes. So that tells you it's an even game. There's not much around. Both of the teams have got two cut clear chances. Right now United have the ball. Ronaldo passes it towards Alex Telles to Fred to McTominay back to Fred to Dalot, and Dalot makes a shot at goal, but it goes straight into Oblak's hand. So right now United are trying to find a way where they can get a goal, but so far they haven't been able to get a cut clear chance. Atletico Madrid, they're keeping their men back. They're just trying to loop the ball forward and see if Griezmann and Felix could get the ball and try to make it into the channel and just have a chance at goal. But so far they haven't been able to. United are trying to play the press game. They have many numbers in the middle. Ronaldo is not playing up front. He's kind of playing as a deep striker. he tends to come inside and helps his midfielders. He tends to go help his wingers as well, just to add numbers. So the fullbacks are not in a 1v1 situation. Fred is playing superbly in the middle. No, that's a foul on Ronaldo. A card should be coming out. Savage does a foul on Ronaldo, and a referee giving an earful to the player that he shouldn't be, because he just goes towards the shin of Cristiano, and Cristiano is pretty much angry about that. There should be a card or something. Ronaldo isn't happy. He's still speaking to the referee, and he thinks that there should have been a yellow card at least. It seemed to, but the referee hasn't given it. It seems that referee wants to make this game a free flow football, but let's see if it turns out to be one. Now Bruno passes it quick to Dalot. Dalot looks for a cross, and Sancho just put the ball back, and Maguire had a tussle with his defender, and there was no Manchester United player who controlled the ball. Referee has blown a free kick and given it to Atletico Madrid. Minutes gone, and it seems that United are kind of the more making the runs, trying to make any gameplay. McTominay is playing superbly alongside with Fred in the middle. Sancho controlling the ball. Ronaldo applying pressure, but Atletico Madrid, they win the ball, and Fred again, he comes and cuts the ball away from Atletico Madrid player, and looks like that's pretty good. Again, Sancho skillfully taking the ball away from the players. It seems that the standout players right now for United are Fred and McTominay. They seem to be pretty much good on the ball. They're not letting any Atletico Madrid player controlling the ball for too long, and they're both on their cases. As soon as an Atletico Madrid gets the ball in the midfield, they just go for it and they take the ball away, and that helps the defenders too. So then they are much more relaxed. So Alex Telles is gonna put a cross in for a corner kick. Varane and Ronaldo alongside Maguire in the middle. Savage is looking after Ronaldo. Llorente is man marking Varane. There's quite a shoving around going on, and Maguire on the ball, but it seems that Atletico Madrid player has banged his head, and a free kick is given to Atletico Madrid. Jimenez, the one who's crashed himself into Maguire, and a free kick has been given to Atletico Madrid. So far, United looking pretty good, and they're looking the more aggressive one. Atletico Madrid just waiting for a chance so they could just get a break and just looking for that one away goal, and then just sitting back. A typical Simeone tactic for Atletico Madrid. There's nothing going around Atletico side. They're just looking for one clear chance, and that's it. They're just looping the ball up in the air and just putting into the channels where there's no one, and see if there any of the team player could just get it away from Maguire or Varane. And again, Maguire just puts the ball back to De Gea, and Felix chases it, but De Gea is quick to the case. And right now Atletico Madrid are just pushing it through United midfield and defense, but United are seem to be intact, and United again keeping control of the ball with Bruno running ahead of the defenders, but he hasn't been able to get the ball. Atletico Madrid defense just breaks the ball away. Again, United are controlling the ball. Telles just not being able to keep his balance right now, and he just loses the ball away. Atletico Madrid on the counter, and Carrasco with a cross in. De Gea would be able to collect this quite easily. Simeone seems to be not happy with his players. He thinks that they're not applying themselves on the wings. He seems to think that Telles and Dalot are quite ahead, and they should be able to use that space. United keeping the ball at the back. Ronaldo again, Ronaldo is not playing as a striker. Like, if you could just see the match, Ronaldo is not playing as a striker. Ronaldo is just helping his fullbacks and his midfielders. That's what he's doing. He's not playing as a striker. Ronaldo right now is just at the position of right back. He's not playing as a striker. So that tells about what United tactics are. They're just trying to apply pressure on Atletico Madrid. They don't want to lose the ball away. They want to keep the control of the game. "32 minutes in, and let's see what happens with 15 minutes remaining. So far, it's a good game. Atletico Madrid keeping the ball in the middle with Koke and Llorente right now, and Atletico Madrid has a good cross, and Felix scores an away goal, and Atletico Madrid with, oh, that's an offside. So that's an offside, and it's an offside. That was a pretty close one. Felix had a pretty good chance over there. He just scored a goal, but it seems that it was offside. We're just gonna have a replay and see how much was it. And oh, Llorente was offside. He just moved, like, it was, you could say it was a pretty good offside. He just moved away from Telles. Telles did the good thing. He just came inside, and Felix isn't being able to get on the score sheet. So that was a very good chance for Atletico Madrid, and United defense just got caught out right there. United will have to be pretty careful over here. So right now, United are trying to keep the control of the ball. Dalot passing it to McTominay. McTominay controlling the ball, loses it. Atletico Madrid player comes with an interception. United with a throw-in. Dalot throws it back to Varane. Varane passes it to Maguire. Maguire passes the ball to Telles. Telles passes it to Sancho. Sancho makes a dummy and gives it to Ronaldo, and Fred is controlling the ball. He just passes it back to Dalot on the right flank. Dalot passes it to Elanga. Elanga passes back to Fred. Fred with a cross towards Ronaldo, and Atletico Madrid defense just clears it. Throws it back to the United half, back to Varane. Varane passes back to De Gea. De Gea passing it to Maguire. Maguire passing it back to Varane. United right now keeping the ball, and McTominay comes back inside and picks the ball up from the deep. He's taking it forward. He passes it towards Telles on the left flank, and Telles passes it to Sancho. Sancho passes it to McTominay. Ronaldo again playing from the deep. Pass it to Dalot. Dalot passes it to Elanga. Elanga passes back to, and goes outside for throw-in. It seems that Ronaldo isn't playing up front. He is just playing in the deep. He is helping out his fullbacks, wingers, and it seems pretty much that Ronaldo wants to win this one. He clearly wants to get to the quarterfinal. He's really up for it. He's really up for it. I've never seen Ronaldo doing this kind of football. Like, he never does this, and it seems that it's a new Ronaldo. Like, Ronaldo never did it even when he played back for United. He used to do it in his old days, but when he was pretty young. But Ronaldo never does this, and he seems to be doing this in this match, and he's really on the case, and he's chasing again. Like, you should be really seeing this, that Cristiano Ronaldo is a different Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not the Cristiano who's just up front and waiting for the ball to come in, and then he would just take a chance on the goal. He's everywhere on the field. He's everywhere on the field. It's a very different Cristiano. It's a very different Cristiano. Atletico Madrid, they just not even concerned of keeping the ball. They just want a cut clear chance into the channel, and then they just want to take a shot at a goal. And if they get a goal, they'll just get a goal. That's it. That's what the game is. There's nothing much more to the Atletico Madrid game. Ball is back towards Oblak. He sweeps the ball from his left back, and he's gonna do a kick, and he passes it to, he puts it up in the air on the left flank, and it goes outside. Atletico Madrid with a throw in. Atletico Madrid, I think for the last 6-7 minutes they're going to apply themselves towards United half. United have done pretty good in terms of taking a chance at goal, but they had only one shot of Elanga, and it hit Oblak's head, and they were pretty lucky. And it seems that United are going to be defending for the last 5-6 minutes if they're able to, because the whole United team is in the back, and Atletico Madrid are gonna try to keep the ball. So far the ball has been pretty much in between the United midfield and Atletico Madrid's fullback. Maguire and Varane, they pretty much had to do nothing. They haven't faced that much danger other than that Felix offside. Dalot making a throw inside the ball, and McTominay again applying his header. Atletico Madrid keeping the ball. Throw in for Atletico Madrid. A throw in for United. Elanga running with the ball on the flank. He's running with the ball. He's away, and there's a foul. That's a foul, and the referee doesn't give it. That's a shame, because that was a cut clear foul on Elanga, but referee doesn't give it. It seems that referee thinks that Elanga was looking for a foul, and referee doesn't give it. He's not convinced by it, but it seemed a pretty good foul on Elanga, but referee hasn't given it. And there you go, Griezmann with a very good pass towards Felix, and that's a very good cross, and that's a goal for Atletico Madrid. And Atletico Madrid, they scored a goal with Lodi scoring a goal. Atletico Madrid have an away goal now. That was a very good cross in, and Lodi just with a header, and it was a near post towards De Gea. Atletico Madrid have scored an away goal, so the score right now is aggregate 1-2. Ronaldo isn't happy with the referee. He thinks that Elanga should have been given a free kick, It was a clear foul, and Ronaldo is clearly not happy with the referee. United players Bruno Fernandes also making a shout that it was a foul on Elanga, and the whole stadium got up. It seemed a foul. But that's a pretty good cross from Atletico Madrid, and they just scored a goal. Renan Lodi with a header towards the near post of De Gea, and Dalot was coming near to Lodi, but he wasn't able to get there in time, and Atletico Madrid have scored a goal. Maguire is also having a word with the referee that how come the fouls are not given, how come the referee is not blowing any whistle where it was a clear foul on Elanga. United players aren't happy, and right now United are chasing this game. So Atletico Madrid with a very crucial away goal, and it's 3 minutes towards halftime. There will be additional minutes as well, so there's still about 3 to 5 minutes more. Let's see what do United do over here. United trying to keep the ball. Maguire passing it to Varane, Varane passing it to Dalot, Dalot passing it to Maguire, Maguire passing it to Ronaldo, Ronaldo again coming in deep. Alex Telles with the ball on the flank, he passes it to Ronaldo, Ronaldo passes it to Telles, Telles with a quick feed over there, and that was a foul on Cristiano too, and now the referee pulls up a yellow card for De Paul. That was a clear foul. Now De Paul is on a yellow card. Now who's going to take this free kick? I think it's Bruno Fernandes with Alex Telles on the ball, and I think they're going to put in the Atletico's box. Varane, McTominay waiting inside, and that's a very good header from Jimenez, blocking it away. Dalot again with the cross, and Oblak comes outside to collect it. Oblak pulls up a quick kick, and again the ball is up in the air. Dalot controls the ball and he loses it again. The referee gives a free kick to Atletico Madrid. That was a clear foul on Elanga. It should have been given. The free kick should have been given. And that's what United think, that they've been robbed there. And there was another tussle between Fred and Llorente, which was then led up to the goal. And United players aren't happy that the referee hasn't given those free kicks to United. And again, there's a foul on Fred. Fred isn't happy. The referee has given a free kick to United. It seems the pressure is working. McTominay to Maguire. Only 1 minute additional time given. Varane passes it to Sancho. Sancho passing it to Telles. Telles passing it to Sancho. Sancho on the ball. Atletico Madrid up, just making sure that the ball doesn't go into the channel. And McTominay again pressurized by Atletico Madrid players. The ball goes outside. United throw. Varane on the ball, passes it back to Maguire. Maguire loops it up in the air towards Ronaldo. Ronaldo tries to control it, but it goes outside for a throw-in. It's a United throw-in. Atletico Madrid, Savic just put the ball outside. Teles throws in the ball towards Sancho. Sancho passes it to Fred. Fred passes it to Bruno. Bruno passes it to Dalot. Dalot passes back to Bruno. Bruno goes for a shot, and that was a pretty good shot, but Oblak just saves it, and it goes for a corner. Now Bruno is on the ball. Let's see what United make of it. It's the last shot of the game, it seems. And Maguire, he puts up in the air, and Oblak just collects it. And referee blows it for a foul, it seems. Yes, it seems. But that was a pretty good shot by Bruno. And it was moving, the ball was moving away, and Oblak just had his eye on the ball. And it seems it's half time now. The referee has blown it. So the score is pretty much 0-1, and aggregate is 1-2. Atletico Madrid with Renan Lodi scoring with a header near post of David De Gea. So let's see what happens in the second half. It seems that United have played pretty well. Right now Ajax is playing against Benfica, and it's still 0-0. Aggregate is 2-2. So let's see what happens in that game as well. So far United, they have been able to play it pretty good. They're pressuring kind of Atletico Madrid midfielders. They're not letting them have the ball, and Atletico Madrid midfielders are not very much keen on the ball. They just try to take the ball and put in the channels where the full backs of United aren't there, and just trying to make a run, coming out from the outside and putting a cross in, and see if one of the players could just get a hit on the goal. And they have been successful in applying those tactics. So Atletico Madrid, they're just sticking to their plan, and their plan was to get an away goal, which they have been able to do so. So let's see what happens. Folks, please do subscribe to this channel. It will be really helpful for your support. Please do keep supporting Football Gupshup. It will be really helpful if you could subscribe to this channel. Right now, Manchester United, they're playing with Atletico Madrid, and it seems that they're pretty much active on the ball. They're trying to keep the ball, they're trying to move the ball, but they haven't been able to get a cut clear through chance. Bruno did put a shot away, it was moving away, but Oblak just made a pretty good save. It was dipping in low, and Oblak had his eye on the ball, whereas Elanga had a pretty cut clear chance. It was a cross from Bruno Fernandes from the right hand side, and Elanga just put the shot through, but it hit Oblak's head, and Atletico were pretty much lucky over there. Whereas Atletico Madrid, they're just looping the ball forward into the channels where United fullbacks aren't there, and just looking for a quick counter attack and see if they could just get a chance on goal, and they have been pretty much successful in doing that. There was a goal given outside of Atletico Madrid. Felix scored the goal, but the cross from Llorente was offside, and so far it seems that United are on the back foot. So as soon as the second half starts, United should be looking for much more chances on the goal. And let's see what Ralf Rangnick does. Perhaps he might want to bring in Cavani, or maybe he would want to keep the same side for next 10 to 15 minutes and then try to bring in change. So far the score of the round of 16, United are 0 and Atletico Madrid are 1. So that was a foul on Elanga. Like, they're showing the replays right now, and it was a foul on Elanga, and it should have been given. And if due to that reason, Atletico Madrid, they continued with the ball, and United players weren't happy with this because they thought that was a clear foul, and the foul should have been given. The referee should have given a free kick, and he didn't. Whereas Fred was again being fouled by Llorente, whereas the Atletico Madrid took advantage of the momentum and they scored the goal. And the person who did the foul on Elanga basically scored the goal. And Maguire, Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, all of the senior players from United weren't happy with this, and they were on the case. They were speaking to the referee that why they're doing it so, but seems that's the case. So far, our Felix is the one who's really a standout from Atletico Madrid's side. He's really playing pretty good. It seemed that the criticism for the last 2 years has really hit him, but it seems that he's truly coming out and playing his natural game, and he's a truly outstanding footballer, and in coming years he'll be a pretty good player. He's a very good player, and Atletico Madrid, I don't think so they'll be selling him any soon, because he's coming off the age, and soon he'll be the talisman for Atletico Madrid. It reminds me, whenever I see him play, it reminds me of Kaká, when Kaká used to play for AC Milan, and Kaká was a very, very good footballer. Like, he was a pretty good attacking midfielder. He used to run with the ball. He was a very good dribbler, and he had a pretty good shot as well. And Felix reminds me of him as well. And soon we'll see him scoring lots of goals for Atletico Madrid in coming years. So folks, please do subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching this live stream. I'm just looking at the chat, and thank you, JDF Clam. Thank you, folks, for supporting Football Gupshup. Please share this channel as much as you can with your family and friends. It would be really helpful. Please do give likes, do give your comments, and if you want, I can give a shout out as well. Please give in your messages so I could give you a shout out as well. If you could please subscribe to this channel as well, it would be really helpful. Now Felix with a very good flick, Griezmann putting across, and then Lodi scoring with a header. So far, United have a possession of 60%, whereas Atletico Madrid, they just applied a counter attack and they were able to put a goal, and they are now leading this match with an aggregate score of 2-1. One more thing, folks, I'll be also doing a live stream this weekend. El Clasico is back, and certainly Barcelona are shifting gears under Xavi, and I'll be doing a live stream of that match too this coming Sunday. Hopefully you will be all there. There will be also Champions League draw alongside Europa League draw on Friday as well. I'll be doing that one as too. Please do tune in, and please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you could be, I'm sure you'll be hearing my voice correctly. So teams are out now. The match has started. United on the ball. Scott McTominay passing it to Alex Telles. Alex Telles passing it back to Sancho. Sancho passing it back to Maguire. Maguire passing it towards Dalot. Dalot looping it forward to Bruno, and a very good pass to Elanga, and Elanga on a shot on a goal, but he hasn't been able to put it through. Just inches away. That was a pretty good move from United, especially with Bruno Fernandes and Elanga. Elanga just inches away, and the ball just moves away from the post. He was pretty close. I think Oblak just had his hand on the ball, and it seems it's a corner kick, but they haven't given it, and it's a goal kick. Oblak putting the ball up in the air. McTominay controlling the ball. Fred controlling the ball again, and he passes it towards Sancho, but Sancho doesn't go for it. It's too quick for him. Atletico Madrid with a throw in, and they just lose the ball away. Varane with the ball, and he passes it to Dalot. Dalot looks for a man, but he passes it back to Maguire. Maguire looking for Ronaldo. Ronaldo passes it to Dalot. Dalot passing it to Elanga. Elanga passing it to Fred, and Fred has been fouled, but the referee doesn't give it. And McTominay with an interception. Bruno just gets the ball, and Bruno is again angry with the referee that the fouls are not being given. Griezmann with a pretty good 1-2 with De Paul, and Atletico loses the ball again. Bruno tries to pass it to Ronaldo, but Atletico Madrid do an interception. Now it seems that Atletico Madrid, they've simply just changed their style right now. They're keeping the ball right now. They're passing it to each other, and they just shifted their strategy. They're trying to keep the ball. They're making United chase for it, and now Atletico are doing pretty good with the ball. They're just keeping the ball within themselves. Felix just loses the ball, and United, they're just making a break. There's a good counter with Sancho on the ball, and Renan Lodi just puts the ball away out for a throw in. Alex Telles with a throw in, and referees having words with Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes still not happy, and referees trying to tell Bruno that he's in the control of the match. The ball goes out for the goal kick. United are pretty much trying to keep the ball, but Atletico Madrid have shifted their strategy, and they're trying to keep the ball between themselves, which is a complete contrast from the first half, whereas they just completely changed right now. United still trying to get the ball and keep the ball within themselves. Maguire on the ball, he passes it back to Cristiano. Cristiano passing it to Sancho. Sancho passes it back to Ronaldo. Sancho passes it to Bruno. Bruno passes it to Varane. It's too many square passes, not through ones, and there was a looped cross, but Oblak came in and Savic was shadowing Cristiano. United are applying the same tactics, which is pressing hard and That's a foul on Maguire from Griezmann. He rams in Maguire. The referee has given a free kick. He loops it up in the air. The ball goes up in the air again. Alex Telles brings the ball down. That's a foul. Scott McTominay rams into the Atletico Madrid Griezmann, and he steps it on the foot of Griezmann, so that's a foul. No card given. Atletico Madrid with a free kick. Griezmann putting the ball again inside the United box. Telles with a block. He passes it to Sancho. Sancho passes it back to Maguire. Maguire passes it back to De Gea. De Gea puts up in the air and he misplays the pass, and De Paul again with a shot from distance. De Gea safely collecting in his hands, but he's angry with his midfielders and defenders. It seems that United are out of sorts, which is a complete contrast again from the first half. It seems that United are psychologically not able to cope what Atletico Madrid are doing right now. They are completely frustrated with the referee, because the ref doesn't seem to be giving them fair share of fouls, and United players seem to be thinking that it's not fair on them, where they think that they should have been much more fair play. It's a complete contrast to Premier League, and again Atletico Madrid, they're trying to loop the ball forward, and that's a foul on Alex Telles. Let's see what does the ref does over here, if he's going to pull out a card. Llorente rams into Alex Telles and shoves him on the ground. Dalot passing it back to Bruno. Bruno putting the ball across Telles, and Telles coming forward with Sancho taking the ball forward, and he's passing it to Fred. Fred with a cross, and Alanga just coming in a little bit late. Fred holding his hands up. "53 minutes in, almost 54, and it seems that United are trailing this game. There hasn't been a cut clear chance on Atletico Madrid's goal. Atletico Madrid with the throw-in. Maguire with a header, passing it to Sancho. Sancho passing it to McTominay. McTominay puts a through pass but is unable to get Fred. Atletico Madrid do a very good interception and a very good pass from Maguire to Sancho, and Atletico Madrid again intercept the ball, and that's what's been happening throughout the whole game, is interception versus interception, and there has been no, you couldn't say that United are dominating Atletico Madrid and Atletico Madrid are dominating United. It's an evens game. So far Atletico Madrid have been able to execute their game plan, whereas United, they're just playing high pressing game, and they haven't been able to get a cut clear chance. Pogba is getting ready along with Rashford and Cavani. Now Telles passing it to Sancho. Passing it to Maguire. Now Sancho passing it to Fred. Fred passing it to Ronaldo. Passing it to Elanga. Elanga passing it to Dalot. Dalot with a failed cross. Varane collects it, gives it to Dalot. Dalot passes it back to Maguire. Maguire again back to Varane. Varane takes the ball forward. He passes it to Bruno. Bruno with a cross in, and Oblak collects it. Cristiano Ronaldo is just trying to make sure if he could get a chance. Bruno again passing the ball to Dalot, passing it to McTominay. McTominay passing it to Elanga. Elanga passing it to Dalot. Dalot passing it back to Varane. Varane passing it back to Maguire. Varane passing it towards Dalot. Dalot passing it towards Varane. Varane passing it to Cristiano, and that's a foul, but the referee doesn't give the foul again, and Cristiano isn't happy, and it seems United are trying to control the ball again. They're just looking for one chance. Sancho again gets a throw in. Alex Telles passes it back to Sancho. Sancho looking for a man over here in Maguire. He gets the ball. He passes it to McTominay. McTominay is trying to put a through ball, and he gives it to Sancho. Sancho passes it back to McTominay. McTominay passing it to Telles. Telles giving it back to Maguire. Maguire passing it to McTominay. McTominay passing it to Elanga, and Elanga passing it to Dalot. Dalot with a very good quick run. He puts a cross in, and with Sancho, and he takes a shot, but it's up in the air, and he missed this chance. That was a clear chance for Sancho. If he just controlled it, then he would have been able to get, but he just applies power to it rather than control, and it just goes up beyond the post. But that was a very good move from United. 60 minutes, almost none, half an hour remaining. Let's see if United are able to get more chances. Ralf Rangnick is about to change some things. He seems he's speaking to his assistants over there. Cristiano again with the ball, and he has been fouled again, and referee doesn't give anything, and McTominay again intercepts the ball. He controls the ball right now. Atletico were on the break. He passes it back to Maguire. Maguire passes it towards Cristiano. Cristiano passing it to Fred. Fred passing it to Sancho, and Sancho again on the ball. Sancho has been doing pretty good, but it seems that he's been surrounded by 3 Atletico Madrid players on the wing, and he hasn't been able to apply his magic. Now Alex Telles getting a throw in from Sancho, and Fred just received the ball from him, and Fred passes it back to Varane. Varane passes it to Dalot. Dalot puts it back to Maguire. Maguire puts the ball to Sancho, but Sancho dummies it and he misses it, and Atletico Madrid again are on the counter, and the ball goes to Griezmann. Griezmann is keeping the ball. He's trying to keep the ball, and he's waiting for his people, and that's a foul, no, but referee doesn't gives it again. Sorry, that was Felix, not Griezmann. Seems they have same kind of hair. And right now United are again on the right flank with Cristiano on the ball. Cristiano passing it to Dalot. Dalot passing it back to McTominay. McTominay passing it to Alex Telles. Alex Telles passing it back to McTominay. McTominay passing it to Fred. Fred passing it outside towards Bruno. Bruno passing it to Dalot. Dalot passing it to McTominay. McTominay passing it to Telles. Telles going inside. He passes it to Fred, but he's been intercepted. And Griezmann is on the ball. He's looking for runners, and he's passing it to Koke. Koke passing it to Hernandez, and then on Lodi putting a cross. And Felix was just about to put his feet in, but he just missed it. And Llorente with a cross in, and it hits Telles. Now it's a corner for Atletico Madrid. That was a good counter from Atletico Madrid. A quick counter attack on the wings, putting the ball inside the middle, and Felix just he was just moments late, and if he would have been on time, then he would have just put his foot through, and it would have been different for Atletico Madrid and United. Atletico Madrid with a cross in, and it hits the header. Jimenez with the header, and it goes outside. Varane with the ball again. He passes it to Dalot on the right flank. Dalot passes back to Varane. Varane passes it back to Bruno. Bruno passes it towards Telles. Telles passes it to Sancho. Sancho passes it back to Telles. Telles passes it back to Maguire. Maguire to Varane. Varane to McTominay. Sancho, Bruno, Telles, Bruno. Bruno looking for a cross, but very good tackle from Griezmann, and he takes the ball away from Bruno Fernandes. And now there's a counter attack again, and Felix is on the ball, and Lodi's running away on the left flank, and he gets the ball from Felix, and Lodi just holding the ball and passing it back to Koke. Koke passing it to Hernandez, and then Hernandez just passing it back to his defense, and now the ball is back with Oblak. Oblak puts the ball up in the air, and Maguire heads the ball forward. Varane controls the ball, passes it to Dalot. Dalot passes it back to Varane. Varane gives it back to Maguire. So far, United are trying to get something over here, but they're unable to. Atletico Madrid are pretty much superb defensively. They're a sound unit, and they have pretty much easily contained United in terms of attacking. And United pretty much, it seems that they would really need a pretty good move in order to get a good goal. And now Fred has been fouled, and that's a free kick given to United. Fred is limping. I think Llorente just hit his knee to Fred's hip, and Fred is in pain. Free kick has been given. Fred is pretty much in pain. Alex Telles speaking to Fred. Fred is up now. This is a pretty good area where United could have a good shot at goal. Now Fred is going in, speaking to Cristiano, and he's spoken in to him in his ear. Let's see what United do over here. Referee is going to come and have a word with Savage and Cristiano. And that was a pretty good shot, but Cristiano was just inches away, and that was a very good free kick. I think Cristiano just hit he bumped his face into Maguire, and he's just spinning in out, and yes, Cristiano just hit his face with Maguire's head, and Cristiano goes for the jump, and was just inches away. It was just inches away. It was just inches away. It was just inches away. Elanga is coming out. Rashford is going in. McTominay is going out as well. And it seems that Matic is coming in. United are changing things around. Bruno is coming out again, and Pogba is going in. So Ragnick is changing things around. So that's Pogba, Matic, and Rashford in. So it seems that Ralph Ragnick wants to change things around. Now he has Paul Pogba and Rashford along with Matic. Let's see how United apply themselves over here. Maguire to Sancho, Sancho to Pogba, Pogba to Matic, Matic to Dalot, Dalot going forward, looking for Matic, Matic to Rashford, Rashford losing the ball over there, Atletico's ball, Rashford helping out Koke. 70 minutes almost gone. We are on 69th minute, and it seems that Atletico Madrid are just about 21 minutes into quarterfinals. They are leading this match with an aggregate score of 2-1. They have an away goal too. United need to score over here, and if they aren't able to do so, then they'll be outside Champions League. And Atletico Madrid are applying the same tactics which United were doing, and that was a shot taken by Griezmann, and that was a good counter attack too. United again are trying to attack on the left wing with Alex Telles moving towards Sancho, and Sancho receiving the ball, Sancho passing it back to Matic, Matic passing into Varane, Varane passing into Dalot, Dalot putting a cross in the middle towards Cristiano, and Atletico just win a header, and Atletico again keeping the ball were pretty good, and with Felix, and Felix just shoots without any thinking, and it seems pretty much that Atletico Madrid are trying to waste as much as they can in terms of time. Fred just placing the ball towards the wing, and Dalot misses it. It's a throw in for Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone is looking intensive in terms of he's just speaking to his assistant. He wants to see what he can do. Right now the ball position is of 64% to Manchester United, whereas it's 36% for Atletico Madrid. It's looking pretty tough for United right now. Maguire passing it back to De Gea. De Gea passing it back to Maguire. Maguire looping the ball forward. Ronaldo controlling the ball up in the air. Passes it to Pogba. Pogba passes it to Matic. Matic to Fred. And misplaces the pass. And Atletico are again on the counter. Felix is on the ball. He passes it to De Paul. De Paul passes it to Savage. Savage passes it to Hernandez. Back to Savage. Savage gives it to his left back Lodi, and the scorer of the game. And United again intercepting, and Rashford on the ball, and he gives it to Ronaldo, and Ronaldo misses it. Again very well intercepted by Atletico. Pulls the ball away and Matic controls it. It's a pretty good game, this one. Both teams are on the ball. Fred passing it to Telles. Telles passing it to Sancho. Sancho passing it back and misplaces it. And Varane intercepts it. And that's a foul. That's a foul. And a foul is given to United. In favor of United. It was a foul on Varane. Varane went for the ball. And the Atletico Madrid player was too late with a tackle. Hector Hernandez was late. Now that's a free kick, and the only free kick taker at this moment is Alex Telles, and Cristiano Ronaldo is pretty much waiting outside alongside with Pogba and Maguire. And Oblak collects it pretty good. He comes outside and he collects it. "73 minutes in. It's gonna be a goal kick. Cavani is about to come in as well. Telles passing it to Maguire, to Matic, to Telles, to Maguire. Maguire passes it to Dalot. Dalot passes it to Varane. Varane passes it to Matic. Matic looks up on the field and he passes it to Cristiano. Cristiano passes it to Matic back. Matic passes it to Maguire. Maguire passes it back to De Gea. De Gea passes it to Varane. Varane passes it to Telles, and Telles puts the cross in, and Atletico Madrid player comes in for the header, and Alex Telles tries to win a header as well, and there's a foul given. Apparently Alex Telles and Llorente went for the ball, and Llorente, when he landed, he landed awkwardly, and United players are frustrated that what basically happened, and now there's going to be a substitution. Fred is going to come in and Cavani is going to go. So I think United are going to play with two strikers up front. Cavani is gonna be playing with Cristiano. So United switching back to 4-4-2 it seems. So Pogba and Matic will be playing in midfield. And Matic is gonna pass the ball back to Varane. Varane is gonna pass it to Rashford. Rashford goes with the ball in and he's been fouled again. And United players are again frustrated by this. It seems that Atletico Madrid have really been given a hand by this ref, who has been pretty much soft on the fouls of Atletico Madrid players. Cristiano Ronaldo again in the frame. Savic has been shadowing him perfectly. He hasn't given an inch of space, and that's a pretty good shot by Varane and a pretty good save by Oblak. And that was a cut clear chance, much better than Elanga. And it seems that was a cut clear chance. And Ronaldo again with a bicycle kick, and he wasn't able to, but that was a cut clear chance by Varane. And Oblak pretty much having good reflex save, and that was a very good chance for United, but United weren't able to. Cristiano Ronaldo again with the rebound, but Oblak collected it pretty good. And again Atletico Madrid with the counter attack, Maguire kicking it up in the air, and Cristiano Ronaldo chasing the ball with Cavani getting the header. And Atletico Madrid lumping it forward up in the air, and De Gea collects it. He gives it to Dalot. Dalot running on the wing. He passes it to Matic. Matic sees Pogba. Pogba collects the ball. Pogba passes it to Telles. Telles passes it back to Pogba, and Pogba passes it to Matic. Matic looks for someone. He finds Dalot on the wing. Dalot passes it to Rashford. Rashford passes it to Matic. Maguire is pretty much higher up the field. Passes it to Sancho. Sancho passes it to Pogba. Pogba passes it back to Maguire. Sancho again on the ball. He passes it to Telles, and Telles with a very good 1-2 feet, and he gets away, and that's a foul again. And referee doesn't give it this time. Felix on the ball. He gives it to Griezmann. Atletico Madrid on a counter attack. Griezmann. He keeps the ball. He's running again on the, and they beat the offside thing, and they miss it by a mile. And again Lodi on the left flank. He passes it to Felix, but Felix is tired and he doesn't seem to be pretty much on the case. Cavani passes it to Matic. Matic gives it to Cristiano, and Cristiano misplaces the dribble. He loses the ball away, and Felix again passes it to Hernandez. Passes it to Koke. Koke running with the ball. He passes it to Lodi, and the ball has gone out. It's a throw in for Atletico Madrid. 80 minutes gone. Koke is going to be substituted. He's done his part. He's going to pass the armband to Oblak. Oblak is the standing captain. And substitution is going to be taking place for Atletico Madrid. Koke goes out, and Kondogbia comes in. Jeffrey Kondogbia comes in for Koke. He'll be taking place alongside Hernandez, and he'll try to screen the back four. the back five, and Varane is keeping the ball. Oh, there seems to be some argument going on between United and Atletico Madrid players. Matic seemed to kick the ball and it hit the head of our Felix, and Hernandez isn't happy about it. Benfica have scored and they're winning on away goal. Nunes have scored a goal in 77th minute. Referee's having a word with Herrera and Matic, and he has produced a yellow card for Matic. It's a free kick given to Atletico Madrid. Almost 82 minutes gone. It's now for United. If they don't score a goal, they'll be out of Champions League. And a shot by Kondogbia and he goes up in the air. A goal kick for United. Maguire gets the ball from De Gea, and then Maguire passes back to Telles. Telles lumps it forward towards Sancho, and Atletico Madrid takes the ball away and goes out for throw in. Cristiano Ronaldo with the ball, and Atletico Madrid are just keeping the ball, and it's a now is gonna be a corner kick for United. Telles puts it in the box, and Dalot with the kick, and that's moving away again, and it's pretty much safe for Oblak. Dalot took an aim to the shot, but it was moving away, and Mata is going to be the last player who United are going to bring in. They're bringing Maguire out, and Maguire is giving it to Rafael Varane. Juan Mata comes in place of Maguire. Seems pretty strange decision. United are going all out on for attack. It seems they're looking for a goal, and it seems that Varane and Telles with Dalot are going to be playing as a 3 at the back, as Matic puts it to Dalot, and Atletico Madrid have won the ball away. It's pretty tight over here. Mata with the ball. Now Varane is on the ball again. It's a pretty strange tactic by Ralph. Just playing with 3 at the back, with 1 centre back, and with Dalot and Alex Telles as playing as makeshift centre backs. Now United are on the case. They're just attacking. They're just pumping the ball forward. They just want something. It seems that United just are trying to make attempts at goal. They just don't care. They just don't care anymore, and it's a free kick given to United again. They just want a goal, and it seems that United know that they're chasing this game, and it's just 5 to 7 more minutes and if they're not able to get a goal, they'll be outside. They won't be in Champions League anymore. And Atletico Madrid so far have done outstanding job in terms of containing United. They've done this job pretty good. They've kept their composure. They kept their composure, and they're able to do it effectively. Mata on the ball, he passes it to Telles, Telles passes it to Sancho, Sancho passes back to Telles, and Matic again running in with the ball from deep. Mata holding the ball, Sancho looking for sport, Matic comes in, Mata with the cross in, and Varane gets the ball from deep. Dalot passes it to Ronaldo, Rashford, he loses the ball away. It seems that Rashford hasn't been in form and he's been out of touch. It seems that Rashford isn't in the frame of mind. He hasn't helped Dalot right over there. Dalot had to pull off a foul in order to stop the Atletico Madrid's counter-attack. Rashford is not right in his head. He's been out of form. He hasn't been able to do anything. It's a shame though. Rashford is a very promising player, but he is a shadow of himself. United again trying to build up attack from the middle. Cavani losing the ball away. Cristiano chasing the ball alongside Pogba. Mata running, and again now this time Pogba makes a foul on Lodi, and the game plan has worked for Simeone. It seems that Simeone every single time he does it, and he has been doing this from so many years, and it works for him. It works for his team. United aren't looking any good at this very moment. They're losing the ball. Sancho is trying to run, and that's what happens whenever a United player gets a ball. Atletico players, about 3 or 4 of them, they get on him and they tend to take the ball away, which is quite stunning. That how come United supporting players do not come in and help their teammate? And there's a foul, and there's somebody on the ground. It's Dalot. He's been fouled, but he's still on the ground, and referee hasn't blown anything. And it's a free kick given to United, a goal kick. Basically, it's a free kick. Yes, a free kick. So Lodi has truly that was a yellow card for Darren Fletcher. He's shown a yellow card. Darren Fletcher was shouting on the sidelines, and referee has just come in and he's just shown a yellow card to Darren Fletcher. Atletico Madrid fans are lifting the spirits in the stadium. United fans have gone quiet. Felix is going out now, and the person to replace him is Philippe. I think they have added another centre back. Classic Simeone move. United with a goal kick, and free kick again given to Atletico Madrid. Apparently Pogba thinks that that's not fair because the Atletico Madrid player Hernandez rammed into him, and he thinks that Pogba pulled up the hand and it hits his face. going to be a stoppage time as well. .90 gone. It's 1-2 on aggregate. Four more minutes given for stoppage time, and Cavani tries to control the ball, but he is unable to. The ball is lumped in United's half, and Matic controls it. He lumps it forward towards Rashford. Rashford heads up the ball in the air. Atletico Madrid, they again take the ball, control it. Seems that it's going to be over soon. United have only 1 or 2 more attacks in this, perhaps only one, as it seems that Atletico are just on United at this moment. Like straight away, as soon as they think that there's going to be a danger, they just come and commit a foul just far away from the goal, and that's how you should do it. So ball possession is 59% for United and 41% for Atletico. Now Telles is going to take this free kick. It seems that United are going to take this shot, and Telles not good with free kick, and that's again the referee has given in favor of Atletico Madrid, and Varane isn't happy. Varane isn't happy about this. The referee hasn't been fair in terms of giving the fouls. There's going to be another substitution, and Atletico Madrid are just going to try waste time over here. Griezmann is coming out. Correa is going to come in. It seems that's going to be the last substitution of Atletico Madrid. Just only 1.5 minutes remaining. United fans just gone quiet, just waiting for something, any miracle or anything, but it doesn't seem to be happening. And Varane trying to control the ball. Dalot going for a slide, and the ball goes out. It's a throw-in for Atletico Madrid. One minute remaining. Atletico on the ball, and Varane gets the ball away, passes it to De Gea. De Gea passes it to Telles, and Telles almost losing the ball, but he keeps the composure. Passes it to Matic. Matic passes it to Dalot. Dalot lumps it forward. Atletico Madrid wins the header, and Mata comes in with it, and Matic intercepts it. And this one seems to be the last chance for United, and if Rashford could put a cross in, which he hasn't been able to do the whole game, he passes it back to Matic, and Matic puts the cross, and Rashford is going to control the ball, and he wins the corner. So this is the last what United have. This is the last chance. Let's see what happens. Will there be a last goal? De Gea coming up in front. There's nobody at goal. United just going to push numbers in forward, and there's a cross in, and Oblak collects it. And it seems it's over. And it seems it's all over for United. It's all over for United. It looks it's all over for United, and Atletico Madrid will move further into the quarterfinals. All cameras are on Cristiano Ronaldo, and the full-time whistle has been blown, and Simeone is running towards and the fans have been throwing things. That's not a good sight to see. And Simeone, he just ran in. Seems United fans are angry. They seem to be cheated out from this game, and it's really a shame. apparently the UEFA refereeing standards are never been quite good enough, and it seems evident that in today's match United were simply robbed. It wasn't fair, and United players aren't happy. The UEFA referee standards are really low. It has to be said. This is pretty shameful that such an organization such as UEFA and their standards of refereeing are so low. The fouls which we have seen today, they're truly evident that it shows that it's one-sided, and Premier League should do something. They should making calls in order to change this standards. And on the other hand, there's Benfica and Ajax match still going on. The score is 0-1, whereas the aggregate score is of 2-3, and Ajax are trying to get a chance on the goal, and they aren't able to. So let's see. Still 2 minutes away, and Ajax are trying, but Benfica are trying to keep the hold of the ball. And that's a yellow card for Blaine. He's pretty much angry as well. And that was that was a handball. And the referee didn't give it. So it seems that. So folks, that's all we have for United and Atletico. Hopefully you would have loved today's first ever live stream of Football Gupshup. Hopefully in the future I'll try to come again for live streaming. I'll try to do events as well. There'll be soon a Champions League draw as well as Europa League draw as well. Please do subscribe to this channel. I need your support, and without your support I won't be doing this. And we'll be doing El Clasico this Sunday, and I'll see if there's any Premier League fixture coming up, and I'll let you know. So folks, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you soon, and thank you for your support. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.